Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to review a book by Jack London entitled The Call of the Wild. This fictional adventure book was first published in 1903. It has 160 pages in it, and it is about a dog named Buck. The novel is about a dog named Buck who lives happily at the home of his owner, Judge Miller. One day, Buck is stolen by the gardener's assistant and sold to a killer who brings him to Seattle. Mistreated along the way, Buck attacks his handler at the first opportunity, but then Buck is quickly cowed by a beating with a club. Buck was shipped to the Klondike region of Alaska, where he is trained to serve as a sled dog. Along the way, Buck was treated badly by his holder. After the ship arrived in the Klondike region, Curly, another dog that has been traveling with Buck, is immediately attacked by a pack of huskies. Buck watches the other dogs kill Curly and vows not to let the same thing happen to him. He adapts quickly to the pack mentality of the other dogs, recovering the instincts of his wild ancestors in order to survive. Buck quickly learns about wildlife. The lead dog of the team, Spitz, does not like Buck and they often quarrel. Eventually, the two dogs have a major fight, which Buck wins. After Spitz is defeated, the other dog in the pack attack and kill him. Buck takes Spitz's place as the lead dog, excelling in the role. Francois and Perrault, the two men in charge of the dog team, began to make a record time with Buck as the lead dog. The two men who work as mail carriers are experienced at driving sleds and know how to treat their dogs. However, after one run, the dogs were handed over to a new driver who makes the dog pull much heavier loads and does not care for their feet on the ice. After several dogs get sick and cannot longer work, the driver is forced to shoot them. The remaining dogs are exhausted by the trip and the mail carrier sells them to a group of American prospectors. Hal, Charles, and Mercedes, the prospectors, don't have experience with the wilderness travel. They often offload the sled so that the dogs often upset it when they are pulling. The humans begin to fight and the weaker dogs slowly starve to death. Only 5 of the 14 dogs are still alive when the group reaches John Thornton's camp. John warns them that the ice is beginning to melt and it's no longer safe to cross the river with a heavy sled. The prospectors ignore his advice and try to get the sled moving again. However, Buck refuses to stand up. Hal begins to beat Buck, but John stops him, rescuing Buck. John cuts Buck loose and takes him back to his camp. The prospectors and the remaining dogs set off, but as they begin to cross the ice, it breaks and the humans and dogs alike fall through to their deaths. John is experienced with wilderness survival and treats his animals well. Buck becomes totally devoted to John. Buck recovers his strength quickly at John's camp. John is the first human that Buck has trusted since being taken from Judge Miller's house. Buck saves John from drowning and attacks a man who tries to start a fight with John. Buck also pulls a heavy sled a short distance in order to help John win a bet. Though Buck is very close to John, Buck also feels a growing attraction to the wild. When the two travel out into the wilderness to look for a lost mine, Buck is accepted by a wolf pack. He roams through the wild with his new wolf friends, but always feels obligated to return to John in the end. However, one day, Buck returns to the camp to find that John has been killed by the Yihad Indians. Buck attacks the Indian camp, killing several of them before returning to the wolves in the wilderness. He comes to lead the pack and fathers countless cubs. To the local Yihad, he is known as a ghost dog, a fearsome creature that terrorizes the humans in the region. Every year, Buck returns to the spot where John died to mourn his master. After that, he goes back to his life in the wild. So I got this book from the internet in the form of PDF. I really like this book. I like everything about this book, especially the plot, because it's really interesting. It makes us enjoy to read the book. And what I really like from the book is that the moral of the story tells us how to survive in the wilderness. This book also teaches us to always lead and always to improve ourselves in every environment, in every situation, so that we can be the best, because if you want to be the best, we have to win. So that is all from my video today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe my channel. See you next time.